Hello everyone. So in this video we're going to be driving to KP Mall in Winnipeg, Manitoba. Shouldn't take too long from here, maybe about like 5 or 7 minutes drive. As we drive, I will cover all the driving rules and go over what are the general mistakes and what are the critical mistakes that cause people to fail their driving test. So let's get started. So we're just going to back up from this parking slot, and the back side of my car is going to the right, so I'm just going to put the right signal on. And the car on the right side is also actually they're also leaving, so I'm just going to wait for them to go first. So anytime when you're backing out from a parking spot, if the back end of the car is going to the right, then you signal right, and if the back side of the car is going to the left, then you signal left. If you don't do that in your driving test, that's going to be a general mistake. And make sure you're checking on both sides. Your examiner wants to see your head is moving like this, okay? So you're looking behind, don't just look in your mirrors. And parking lots are just like a two-way street, unless you see a sign indicating it's a one-way. So in this parking lot, I have to stay on the right-hand side because I have to treat this as a two-way street. And we are turning left, so I'm slowing down here, checking on both sides, make sure there's no traffic. So looks clear. There is a pedestrian crossing on this crosswalk here, so I'm just going a little bit slow. Another pedestrian coming here, so just gonna wait for the pedestrian here. And another one, so just waiting for the pedestrian to clear the street, and now we are good to go. So this parking lot, it doesn't have any speed limit sign, so I'm doing about 10 kilometers here. So we're going to be turning right next, and here we see a stop sign on the right hand side, and there is a stop line as well. So I'm going past stop sign, and I'm gonna stop before the stop line here. Now I roll forward. I'm going to check on the sidewalk first, and if the sidewalk is clear, then I check on the street. We're going to be turning left at the light, so that's why, and both intersections, they are very close to each other. That's why I have to go in the far lane. Now, you can do this if you have to turn left and right way. So like here we did right turn, and right way I had to go left, and that's when you can actually go in the next lane. So we're gonna be we are turning left here. So here I have to go in the first available lane, which is this lane here. Speed limit, there's no speed limit sign on the street. That means it's 50 kilometers. I'm doing about 47, 48 right now. We have a green light coming up, so that means we are good to go. Green light with a walking man sign in that small box here, so that means the light gonna stay green for us. And on the next traffic lights, we are turning left. So I have my left signal on now, and there is a left turning lane, so we're just gonna follow the curb and go behind this black car here. When you are behind a car, make sure you're still maintaining your distance. Like you should be able to see the back tires of that car on the ground. If you're going too close to the other cars, that's a general mistake for sure, but it could be a critical error. It just depends on the situation. Like if you're going super close to the other car, then that means it's a critical error. And when you're sitting on a red light, make sure you still have both hands on the steering wheel. You don't want to just do this, right? So don't relax your hands. Make sure you keep your hands on the steering wheel all the time, because in case if you're rear-ended, that way you still have control over your car. So we are just waiting for the light to turn green here, and shouldn't take too long. So in Manitoba, the driving test is about it takes about, like, the driving portion of the test is about like 15 to 20 kilometers 15 to 20 minutes. Depends on the traffic as well. Like if you're taking your driving test like during rush hour, it can take up to like 20-25 minutes. But if it's not a rush hour, then it usually takes about 15 minutes. Parallel parking, they give you 4 minutes to parallel park. And if you're taking more than 4 minutes to parallel park, that means you fail the parallel parking portion of your driving test. And if you fail that, that means you fail the entire driving test. So here we have a guys, here we have a green light, and now this black car is gone, so I'm going in the intersection. As I'm driving, I'm checking oncoming traffic. There's no cars coming. so we are good to go. I'm going in my first available lane. Now by mistake, if I go in the second lane here, that's going to be automatic fail, because by the rules you're supposed to go in your first lane first, okay? Unless your first available lane is blocked, maybe there's construction going on, or maybe there is a parked car, then you can go in the next lane. Otherwise you have to go in your first available lane. And same thing here, we are maintaining distance. You want to have you should be able to see the back tires of the car in front of you, like the back tires on the ground. Back tires are like about a car length distance. From this traffic light we are going straight, so we are just waiting for the light to turn green. I still have both hands on the steering. Now I do hear a siren, so I think it's an ambulance somewhere around us, so I have to scan the road. And okay, so I see ambulance. It's on the other side in the far lane, so that means we are good, because they are probably turning right on that intersection there. On the next traffic lights we are turning left, so I'm going to change lane. So left signal, shoulder check. Now if you look at the overhead signs here, we got 2 lanes turning left, and now we are driving to KP Mall, Kildonan Place, so I'm gonna stay in this lane because KP Mall is on the right hand side, so for me it's better to stay in this lane. Now I have to make sure here, because I'm in the second lane, when I turn I want to make sure I stay in the second lane. If I start drifting as I'm turning, if I start to drift to the left lane, that could be a possible automatic fail, because there's going to be traffic in the left lane. If I'm going too close to the traffic, then it's not safe anymore, and that's going to be automatic fail. So if you're in the left lane when you're turning, you want to make sure you stay in the left lane. If you're in the second lane here, make sure you stay in the second lane. And there's also a broken white line that you can follow, so you will see that line, like when the light turns green, you should be able to see that line in the camera. So when I turn, I'm just gonna follow that broken white line. So again, we are just waiting for the light to turn green. And now this traffic on the right hand side, they got a green light to go straight or to turn right, but for left turns we are still waiting for the light to turn green. And for us it's gonna be a green arrow turning signal. If you're in guys, if you're in Winnipeg, Manitoba and want to take driving lessons, the number is 204-509-4175. So now we are going, and as you can see on the left hand side, we're just gonna follow this broken white line. KP Mall is on the right hand side, so I have my right blinker on. I'm checking on the sidewalk. There's no pedestrian, no cyclist, so we are good to go. Speed limit sign on the right hand side, it says 20 kilometers, so maximum 20 kilometers. And I'm doing exactly 20 kilometers right now. And now we see a crosswalk. There is a silver car on the right hand side, but looks like they are slowing down for us. That's perfect. Just waiting for this pedestrian to cross. Checking on both sides. In your driving test, make sure on the crosswalks you physically have to check on both sides. Any crossing, like railway crossing, school crosswalk, pedestrian corridor. So same thing on this crosswalk, just checking on both sides. If you don't do that, your examiner doesn't know if you're checking or not, and that's going to be a deduction as well. So checking my speed again, I'm still doing 20 kilometers, and that's the maximum posted speed limit in this parking lot. Another crosswalk, so checking on both sides to make sure there's no pedestrian. And we're just gonna park on the right hand side here. So I got my right blinker on, and this corner is okay, so checking on both sides here as well. Okay, so all right, so we're just gonna park on the left hand side here. So I have my left blinker on. Now this the left parking spot, it looks a little bit tight because somebody did not park properly, so I'm just gonna take the next spot here. All right, so we're just gonna park on the left side. I got my left signal on, and if your signal is missing in the driving test, that's gonna be general mistake as well. So that's it, guys, for this video. If you're in Winnipeg, Manitoba and looking for driving lessons, please give us a call. Our number is 204-509-4175. You can also send a text message, and we will be more than happy to assist you in your driving, to help you get your driving license. Thank you very much, and I will see you guys again.